to my talk series English with Purpose. I'm Vera, or the Mindful English Language Coach, and I empower professionals to find their unique and confident voice in English. The idea of English with Purpose talks was with me for a long time, and I finally am here. The goal is to ignite conversation around the fact that English can be a connector or a tool that can help us express our views and our thoughts and our ideas with the rest of the world. And part of the goal for this talk is that I want to release the pressure of perfection for professionals where English isn't the native language. Ready for an interesting conversation? Follow me. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the first English with Purpose talk. And today I have the honor and the pleasure to have with me Gorana. Before we start, can you just introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, whatever you want to say to the people who are watching us?
Thank you very much, Vera, for this invitation and for breaking the ice. My name is Gorana Sandric. I am an entrepreneur after my 20 years of corporate experience and basically using English as my main working language for a few decades now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if I ask you this, what pops into your head when I say confident English?
It comes to, I'm thinking about being able to express my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, and actually express myself the same or quite similar that I would express it in my native or mother tongue.
And what's your mother tongue?
Croatian.
Croatian. Okay.
I compare myself, I compare myself with a very, very high standard. And then, which is, of course, for the native speakers, is natural to use all the beauty of the language. And I see that my even choice of words is a bit limited compared to them. I feel it, I have it there, it's there, but I'm working with this feeling. I don't let it just silence me and that I feel excluded. I'm working with it because at the end of the day, I'm the one speaking the second language, and they are not speaking my native language. So it's also I need to find the strength and also saying to myself, look, you are doing an extra effort than to communicate in their native language. So kind of recognizing this for myself, and that helps. It's always a little bit of tense feeling, always a little bit. It's not like very that I can say, oh no, I do it without
effortlessly,
smoothly.
Right?
I'm very focused. I'm very, very concentrated, especially if it's a work environment. But I also need to constantly remind myself, look, Gorana, this is your second language. They are natives. Of course, you cannot know the language as they do. No, do your best you can, relax, and just get into the go into the conversation and don't be focused on this deficiency that I might feel I'm having.
I think you are doing, or you're reacting in a very healthy way. You are embracing it, you're recognizing it, and you're going with it. I'm working with people that are feeling totally blocked, like, I don't want to make a mistake, or my accent, or I sound silly in front of others, or even natives. And it's stopping them from doing anything, like freeze. And for you, it's nice to hear that you are working with it. The other thing I want to ask is very closely related to what you mentioned, staying in flow with English or with expressing yourself in general. It is your second language, and therefore I understand you have to think more in English, how to express yourself. How do you do this? Like, really stay in flow, whoever is around you?
it somehow came to I use English from the start of my career. So in the mid of 20s, even before, I was an exchange student. So I started this switching into English quite early. And it is also, the point is, I think one of the main elements is staying in the flow is having, first of all, committing to yourself. No, I'm going to go into it, and I don't need to be perfect.
Yeah.
What I need is to communicate. So what is more important, to speak perfectly, which I question if you can ever speak second language really, really perfectly without any
well, it's a myth.
Yeah, it's a myth. Or that you communicate. So what is more important, you know? And then if, for me, the more important is to communicate, to contribute, to help, to support, to be helped. I was kind of staying in the flow is a consequence of this decision that I want to communicate, I want to share, I want to be in contact with, because basically talking English for me, especially now living in Switzerland or elsewhere, is important from the social perspective, is staying connected with the people, working with the people. So it's even a tool, a mean to enrich my professional life and to enrich my social life. And when thinking about it from that perspective, it's actually a way how to get a lot of benefit connecting with the people, and something what I need, not only professionally, but also socially, to feel good, because we are at the end social animals.
Yeah. We are social animals. It's very, very nice what you said. It's a decision. Do I want to stay connected, or do I aim for perfection? And I think I say it more and more lately that even native people make mistakes, and if you can connect to others and achieve the message or this communication back and forth, then I think this is the most important thing than aiming for the perfect accent, the perfect vocabulary. I mean, who wants to talk like the Queen, or who wants to write like Shakespeare, right? No one. This is something like a vision everybody has, and when they come and ask for my support, they think they have this critical voice. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that, and I want help. And as soon as they relax and stay with the flow, they can see, oh yes, I can do it. Or yes, I can write, or yes, I can speak to my social circle or my colleagues or network, which is also important.
Yeah, and I would like to, I mean, I know in Croatian, and I see the same in German. If somebody is trying to speak your language, the ones who is listening, it's a very, you start to be, you are feeling like embracing this effort. You're feeling like recognizing this effort. And it would be very strange as a native to hear somebody talking Croatian perfectly. It would be, also I see it in German. I'm trying to speak German, and that people kind of want to stay and want to help, and even help you find the words if you miss it. But the ones to whom you are talking, I think it's also recognized as a big effort. And it's not, the judgment is in the person that is talking, not in the person that you communicate with. So this, what you were saying, Vera, before, is this internal voice of criticism and perfection. That is the biggest enemy, and that's why I think your approach in helping your clients get more comfortable with English is excellent, because it's not only about doing more of the exercises or reading more of the books, or writing more of the essays, but it's how to silence these inner critics that is always
one thing is that, and the other thing is, I don't know about you and German, but it is a language that is different to English, and there's lots of rules, lots of things to memorize. And when you start just memorizing, it doesn't motivate you to move further. And for me, the aim is to connect intuitively to the language you're learning or to the language you want to speak.
Yeah.
It is very important, rather than, what grammar point do I use now here? Or how do I impress everyone with the best business vocabulary? Or I don't know. So yes, it's very true. So you mentioned that this as a challenge. Do you see that with the people that you work, where you speak in English, you coach people? Do you see them also with the same issue, expressing themselves in English?
Yes, definitely. I see it everywhere. I mean, I see sometimes even my coachee is preferring to talk in German, which of course is my I speak less good than English. And then we find a way. It is I would say it's very, very common to have this doubt. And from also having seeing how my children acquire English, I think it's just being in the surrounding, using it, and just as you say, going with the flow, using it, and getting it's at the end of a decision. It's a decision. Okay, I am using English as my language. I'm working on English, and I will do the best I can, but not necessarily perfect, because again, coming to what is the point of all this? Why you are
perfection?
Yes, is it perfection or is it communication?
This is a very good reminder for everyone who is probably watching this, thinking, okay, I have to use English for work, or I have to use English for socializing or connecting with others, and then aiming for perfection or aiming for connection. It's really a good choice or indicate where to go to. The other thing is, I hear many people telling me, my pronunciation sucks. I don't like to listen to my own voice, and I try not to say too much because I don't sound like a native. What would you say on that, from your personal experience?
You will never sound as a native. No, just it's, I don't know. I just think it's almost impossible. And also the other thing is to be a bit more not so strict on yourself. When I also have problem looking at myself in the videos or hearing my voice recorded.
Yeah.
I think this is more or less kind of almost very, very often people.
It's a natural reaction.
Yes, and then again, what is the aim of this? What is what are you getting if you don't like to hear yourself? Okay, you don't have to be hearing your recordings, but what do you want to get out of learning, and what is the point of you not being happy with your pronunciation? Okay, you are just not happy. Will it ever be perfect? I don't know. I question that. And again, coming back to the point of communicating, sharing, connecting, and how much that makes you being in flow and being healthy and psychologically okay, much more than somebody who is having a perfection in English. And they can also think about, if they are working in the team, in a group, if somebody is so perfect in English, perfect in pronunciation and in vocabulary and in grammar, but hard to connect. And there is another person who is more easier to connect and make some mistakes and even uses some wrong words that actually make other people laugh. Who do you want to connect with?
Right. Yes. It's all down to connection. Again and again, you mention or you highlight that it's very important. What I would say as a tip is also to, of course, you don't have to love your voice, but you have to accept it. And you have to also accept the way you sound. And no one has the same accent. Even I think in Croatia, you have different accents and dialects. So it's natural. But for me, I like to be able to hear what I say. Like I'm speaking and what am I using now? What am I saying? Instead of just rushing with an answer or saying my thing and shutting down, which happens to many people. Yeah, it is something that I have so close to my heart. Like connect, relax, stay in flow. And that's the mindfulness part. It's nothing to do with sit down and meditate for an hour. It's more to relax, breathe, listen, be aware of what you're saying and follow.
Yeah.
Right.
And hold the tension. That is absolutely normal. Just relax with this tension that you have. Oh, they are knowing better. Oh, they listen to this. It's beautiful to listen to British talking English. So it's musical. But my English is not like this. But hold the tension. It's also to learn how to feel it. And feel it, yes, it's there, not fight against it. No, I have to improve, I have to be better.
Yeah.
I recognize it, not fight it, hold it, and still go in the flow, as you said, mindfully and talk and connect.
Exactly. The last thing I want to ask you is, what do you do to relax in general? Because relaxing makes the body, makes the mind have more, resilience in the end.
Yes. I like to use essential oils. I found that a very a last addition to my relaxing ways. I have a dog. So he relaxes me a lot because we are going for a walk. He's always doing something that is kind of provoking me to laugh. And it's being outside, being in the nature, and sunny weather relaxes me a lot. So this is something what...
hopefully, yes, more of that soon.
Yes.
Great. Thanks, Gorana, for the lovely chat, for sharing these insecurities or these thoughts you have with English. It's very important to break the myth of perfection, of being, if you're a professional, you have to be perfect with everything. Actually, no, you have to show your human side. You have to connect. And whether you do it in your language or any other language is the same thing. Connect, embrace, and be in the flow. Thank you so much, Gorana.
Thank you, Vera. It was really a pleasure. Thank you for having me.